It was a bright and sunny spring day when the Easter Bunny set off on his mission. He had been chosen to deliver Easter eggs to all the animals in the forest, and he was determined to make it a success. With a hop, skip, and a jump, he was off on his journey, ready to spread joy and cheer. After the introduction to the Easter Bunny, the children were eager to meet the animals of the forest. They were delighted to find that the animals were friendly and welcoming. They were greeted by a family of foxes, a flock of birds, and a herd of deer. The children marveled at the beauty of the creatures and were eager to learn more about them. They asked questions and listened to stories about the animals' lives in the forest. The animals were happy to share their knowledge and experiences, and the children were in awe of the animals' wisdom and bravery. The children left the forest feeling connected to the animals and inspired by their courage. The Easter Bunny was determined to make use of the magic spring, but he soon found out that the animals living in the forest had other ideas. They were determined to protect the spring and keep the Easter eggs for themselves. The Easter Bunny had to come up with a plan to convince them to let him stay and share the eggs. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to try. The Easter Bunny had to come up with a plan to defeat the animals and reclaim springtime. He knew he couldn't do it alone, so he recruited all the birds of the forest to join his fight. He also enlisted the help of the other woodland creatures, such as the foxes, squirrels, and rabbits. He asked them to help him create a distraction so he could sneak into the animals' camp and steal back the springtime. The animals agreed, and so the Easter Bunny set out on his mission. The Easter Bunny had a plan in place to take on the animals, but the battle for springtime was not going to be easy. The animals had been around for a long time and had grown accustomed to their way of life. They were not going to give up without a fight. The Easter Bunny had to be creative and use his wits to outsmart the animals. He recruited other animals to join his cause, and he devised a plan to outsmart the animals and reclaim springtime. He did not give up, and eventually his plan worked. The Easter Bunny had a plan, and it worked. After a long battle, the animals had been defeated. The Easter Bunny had used his cunning and quick thinking to outwit the animals and send them back to their homes. He had used his knowledge of the animals' weaknesses to his advantage and had been triumphant in the end. The Easter Bunny had saved springtime and brought joy and happiness to the land. The Easter Bunny had won the battle and the animals had been defeated. Spring returned to the land, and the Easter Bunny was hailed as a hero. The animals rejoiced in the long-awaited return of the season and the promise of a new beginning. The Easter Bunny was celebrated for its courage, strength, and determination in restoring the beauty of springtime to the land. The Easter Bunny was given a special mission from the animals to bring joy and happiness to the world on Easter. He was tasked with delivering Easter eggs to all the children of the world. He was determined to make sure this Easter would be the most special one ever. With a determined heart, he set off on his journey to fulfill his mission. After saying their goodbyes, the Easter Bunny and his animal friends set off on their journey. They traveled through fields of wildflowers, over hills and valleys, and through dark forests. Along the way, they encountered many strange and wonderful creatures, and the Easter Bunny shared stories of his adventures with them. Despite the danger of their mission, the group remained determined and optimistic, and eventually made their way to the mysterious castle. With a deep breath, the Easter Bunny and his animal friends prepared to face whatever challenges awaited them. The journey had been long and difficult, but the Easter Bunny had finally reached the end. He said goodbye to all the animals he had met along the way, thanking them for their help and support. He was sad to leave them, but he was also filled with a sense of accomplishment, knowing that he had completed his mission. He waved goodbye to his friends, and with a heavy heart, he turned to continue his journey. He knew that he would never forget the animals he had met on his travels, and he was grateful for the memories they had all shared. The Easter Bunny set off on his mission, eager to bring joy and happiness to the world. He searched high and low, from the tallest trees to the deepest caves, to find the animals of the forest. He encountered many strange and wonderful creatures along his journey, and was determined to find the perfect Easter gift for each one. After searching for some time, the Easter Bunny ventured into a mysterious forest. He was amazed by the wonders that surrounded him, the tall trees, the singing birds, and the glimmering streams. He had never seen such beauty before. He followed a path that seemed to lead to the heart of the forest, and as he went further, he noticed the air becoming warmer and the scenery more vibrant. He knew he was getting closer to something special, and he was determined to find out what it was. The Easter Bunny was determined to find the magical spring that would bring Easter to life. With the help of a few woodland creatures, he set off into the forest, searching for any signs of a magical spring. As he ventured deeper into the forest, he began to feel a strange energy, as if something special was waiting to be discovered. The Easter Bunny continued their search in the forest, following a faint trail of Easter eggs. As they ventured further into the woods, they stumbled upon a magical spring. The water sparkled like diamonds, and its surface was as smooth as glass. A rainbow of colors danced in the mist surrounding the spring, and the smell of sweet flowers filled the air. The Easter Bunny was mesmerized by the beauty of the spring and decided to take a closer look. They stepped cautiously into the water and were delighted to discover that it was warm and inviting. As they looked around, they could see that the spring was filled with Easter eggs of all shapes and sizes. The Easter Bunny had found the perfect spot to hide their Easter eggs. The Easter Bunny's search had finally paid off. After searching through the forest of wonders and continuing his search, he had stumbled upon the magic spring. Excitedly, he stepped into the water and felt a surge of energy course through him. He had found the source of the magical Easter eggs. With a newfound joy, the Easter Bunny decided to make this his new home. He vowed to use the magic spring to create special Easter eggs for children all over the world, and so his journey had come to a happy end.
If you enjoyed this video, Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.